Hello YouTube, I'm back with another tutorial. This time we're going to cover some MCreator for items. So this is probably one of the most common mods that will be used in MCreator, so I thought I would cover it first. Um, Items are used for multiple things. They can be used for blocks, they can be used for basically anything. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to just walk you through the basic design of a texture for um, an item, because it has to be done a certain way or it just won't look good. So first you want to open up your paint.net, the thing we downloaded earlier in like the first tutorial. So you want to open it up, and right here make sure it says this will probably be checked. You just uncheck it because it have to be unchecked. You type 16 by 16 and then you click OK. It'll generate a white background, which means it's not transparent. The first thing you want to do is hit Control A and then press your delete button. Should be right under insert on your keyboard. Alright, now you have a transparent image. So I'm just going to design something really quickly for like an item. So you have your palette here. You can expand your palette to have multiple colors. In this case, let's do something like a gemstone. It's not quite straight there. And something like that. Oh, missed a pixel there. Alright, so we have that. And I think it needs to be really light over here for this part, so something like that. Oh. And that. This will be the darkest side. So I want it maybe not that dark, not that dark. So this is just the basic idea of creating a texture for an item. It doesn't have to look like this. It can be creative when you're creating your items. It doesn't have to be a certain way. It can be anything. Like, this is just my texture, right? So creating a texture pack is very similar to this. In the concept, you're just replacing it. You're not adding textures. This is what the program's for. It's adding textures, not replacing it. That's the difference between a mod and a texture pack, if anyone asks you. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly add some pixels to it. So, add noise. Bring that down completely. Bring that up a little. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's our item. Save as, and we can name it anything, doesn't matter, just save it as something. Say, I'm just going to call mine gem, or gemstone. There we go. Alright, so now we have a small image right here for our item we just created, and it's called gemstone. Yours can be called anything. We do not need paint.net anymore, so we can exit out of that. Let's close you. So let's go to our MCreator folder. Local disk, Pylo, MCreator. And let's just make a shortcut actually. So let's go back to our MCreator folder inside our Pilo, and let's go send to and then desktop. So now we have a desktop shortcut. So we can go to our MCreator to our just by clicking on our desktop. Start up MCreator. Alright, so when you first come here, this is your basic title screen, where, I don't know, it's like the main screen for everything. Over here you have your MCP startup thing for single player here. I believe that's for server. You have their wiki page, you have a screenshot. I don't know about those two. I think that one's options, the one at the top with gears. On this side you have all the different other windows that you can go into. This one is the most important because this is where you're going to be uploading your textures mostly. It looks like they added a add armor texture thing, so you can now upload your armor here. We'll cover all this in later tutorials, like the armor and all that stuff, so don't worry about that. This is just a strictly covering the basic areas of the thing. So this is basically where all your other windows will be. To import a texture, such as for a block or item, you will need to go add texture on this side of the window of your main screen. Now you have your basic thing. You just go load image, and then you want to go to the directory your image is in. There's a gemstone image that I created. Now this program doesn't pick up transparency from paint.net, which is totally fine. Like, it will pick it up when you like add it as an item, but on this window right here where it shows the item, it will only show black because this part does not show transparency because it's a block form. So don't just think it's not going to work because of that. It's going to work. It's transparent. You made it transparent. The only reason it won't work is because you didn't make it transparent. But don't go by this. So you want to go use, you want to go item, give it a name, so I'm going to call it gemstone again. Click OK. And it's imported, so now we can exit. Now we can go to new mod. Our modification name, I'm going to call it red gem. Stone. Alright, make sure it's on item. Check item, not block. It's on default for block. So now you want to click OK. Don't worry about this thing right down here because it's forged. You don't need to worry about that. It's just, I don't even know why they have it there. Just click OK. Now this part right here is just basically where you import the item texture. So you just click on that, you look for your item. Oh, there it is right there. Select, that's our item. Nope, no need for special information. So next. Okay, so this is basically, well, first thing you want to do is give it a name. So I'm going to call mine red gem stone. No, it doesn't need to be connected. Gemstone. Okay, so something like that. So this is your GUI name. It has nothing to do with what you name the mod. Well, it kind of does. Like if you name your mod red gemstone, it's easier to call your item red gemstone if you call your mod red gemstone, just so you don't have to use a different name, and then it doesn't take up more names than you need to, because if you need to use that same name, you can't use that name. You can use it for your GUI name, you can't use it for your mod name though. So basically what I would do is I would call whatever you're going to call your item the mod name, but the texture name that we imported the name and gave it a name has nothing to do with this part. It's just basically naming the texture. So you can call, this is the GUI name, it's just going to show when you select your item in the tab bar right along where Minecraft is, it's going to tell you what the name of it is. The creative tab, this is basically what tab it will be under. Materials is usually the one for gems and stuff like that, so like any ore, raw ore, form ore will go into materials. This is basically just to, I believe, the maximum stack size. I think you can go, no, you can't go any higher than 64, but you can change the amount up to 64. Enchantability, I don't know, I think it doesn't really matter. I haven't really explored with that yet. I'm just updating my videos, but, you know, enchantability it has, let's see if they have any wiki help. No, not yet. It's been about 3 months and still don't have anything for that help. That's okay. They'll eventually update it. Maximum usage. This is mostly for tools. These ones right here. You know, set it to 0, I believe. No, 1 type of tool, not a tool. So if it's not a tool, set as 1. If it's a sword, set it to 1.5, and if it's a tool, set it to 2. So, okay, so the difference between all these is 1 is basically just a regular item, such as an apple or a gem, like a diamond, or anything to do with anything that's not a tool. A sword is not exactly classified as a tool, it's more of a weapon. So when you set this to 1.5, it will give it the properties of a sword. But if you set it to 2, it'll give it the properties of a tool. So I believe, yeah, that's as much as help as they have there. So okay, this is basically just again with the tools. If you're making it a tool, the durability and the damage, 0 is disabled, so you can, I think Minecraft Wiki, not their wiki, but Minecraft Wiki will have some information about the durability of the tools and stuff like that, how much a diamond sword value of the damage can take, etc., etc. So you can always look it up on there. I'm pretty sure if you search their site under tools or something like that, you will eventually find something. Can destroy any block. So basically, this one can destroy any block. So there is some help on here. Select this item if you want the item to be able to able to destroy any block like diamond pickaxe. So from what I understand, it will destroy anything up to obsidian, but I'm not sure if it will destroy bedrock. Probably not. So you can try it. I don't know. Does this item stay in crafting menu? Is there help on that? No. So I have no idea what that means, so just click next after you if you're just making a regular item. If you're making a tool, then okay. This is basically the event, so when clicked in air, and then you can add events. You can get achievements, spawn gem, etc., 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 etc. All these different events. I might make a tutorial, a more of advanced tutorial after I get through all these tutorials and update my videos on events. So I'm not going to cover that much right now. So just click next. This is the crafting area. Now, because we don't have anything to... Okay, so if you're making a mod, there's two ways you can start off. Like, you can just base it on your own mod, or you can base it on Minecraft, but you can't really base it on other people's mods because it's not in this program. So you could take items or blocks from Minecraft and make it a crafting recipe, or like in the rest of the tutorials I'm going to show you how to make it your own mod. So right now, because it's an item and it's going to be part of a block in the upcoming tutorial, we're not going to set a recipe to it. So just click next. There was a bug with this a little while back. I don't know if it's still here, but because I don't really want to do this tutorial, I'm not going to click this. But usually when it does work, you can try it, a re-update or whatever, see if it works. This will start the test environment, which is MCP, which is basically like a free version of the game where you can just test your mod out, and your mod will already be installed. So because I'm not gonna try that because I had troubles doing recording last time, I'm just gonna hit finish. You can check it if you want, just to test your environment after though. Now right up here at the top where it says status, it's recompiling the client in background, so it's basically just adding all the coding right now to the item. This is okay, so let me just cover everything over here. So these windows right here, this is where you create your new mods. This is where all your mods are located. So the mod we just created was our red gemstone. If we go edit, I don't think, yeah, it's not done yet, so don't even try that. You can edit and add your own code and stuff like that. If you know Java, you don't need to add your own code. There's only certain times, like in, I don't know, certain times when the program's a little buggy or whatever, you might need to get some code off of Minecraft forums or something like that. I don't know if they fixed the block properties thing when you're trying to make the block glass so it doesn't show through the ground, but that's one time where you need to add some code for the block to make it look like glass and doesn't show, you know, cave systems and stuff like that. But really, you don't really need to edit your mod like this. Like they say in their videos, it requires hardly any coding at all. Like, you don't need to learn coding. You can wait off until they fix the bug, or you can, if you know some code or you want to get, you can get code and just try it out, fiddle around with it until it works. But there is a thing, if you are doing that, that you need to be aware of. Each Minecraft update, there is a new code that becomes available to Minecraft because it's always changing. So you will have to find an updated for that version of Minecraft code to put in there. So if it's 1.6 Minecraft and Minecraft code and your mod is and the current version of Minecraft is 1.7, then you will need to wait until the code is updated and you have to find it. Um, so that's about it. So now to show you the mod properly worked, we're going to start up the test environment, also known as MCP. Sorry if this tutorial is taking a little longer than it usually does, but I just want to cover everything you need to know right off the bat. Not responding. I can wait. There we go. Alright, so it says 4 mods loaded, mods at 4 mods active. Basically, it won't show your mods anymore here, which is kind of a downfall because you don't know which ones are working or not. But or maybe, no, never mind. If you go to single player, create a new world. The only problem, if you change or delete your, well, not so much change it, but if you delete your mod from your mods list, you have to start up a new world because it will have bugs. It'll basically tell you that you're basically it'll say missing files or something like that. It's just telling you you basically delete it and it won't be there anymore. It could cause bugs in your mod if you just keep it up, but because MCP is separate from the program, it won't affect your end result of your mod. So just keep that in mind. So I'm just gonna set it to creative. Doesn't really matter. Allow cheats, yes, okay, and done. And I'm just gonna call it new world and create new world. Doesn't really matter because it's just an item. I don't need to build anything. I usually have a specific save just to build something because right when you start off there's a huge desert right by you when you spawn, so with a village even. Alright, so we're here in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to expand this with wolves. So if we go to our materials and scroll down, we now have a red gemstone, which does exactly nothing, and the only available way to get it is through creative mode. So it does nothing because I'm in creative. It can destroy blocks like crazy, but besides that, it's useless because we didn't set it to do anything yet. We don't have a crafting recipe or anything like that because in the next tutorial we're actually going to do something. So that's the basic tutorial for items. If you like my videos, subscribe.